Stellantis has a very specific way of solving their problems. Put a V8 in it. Just imagine how many Fiat 500s they could sell if it had a V8. Just kidding. In all seriousness though, it's a pretty good solution because it gives us things like this. The Ram 1500 has a Hemi V8 again. But there are some caveats. When they said goodbye to the Hemi, the upgrade engine became the twin-turbo Hurricane inline 6, which is a good engine. But now that the Hemi is back, this makes less power than the Hurricane, and it's a more expensive option. This specifically is the 5.7-liter Hemi e-torque, making 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. The standard output Hurricane is 420 horsepower and 469 pound-feet of torque, and there's an upgrade high-output version making 540 horsepower. But a lot of times buyers of trucks like this, they want the sound and feeling of the V8 because your Hurricane does not sound like this. Part of getting the Hemi again is the included standard GT exhaust, and you get a badge on the side that's a Ram with a V8, and that's called the symbol of protest. So what is it like to live with the Hemi powered Ram 1500? Let's find out. It might be cold and snowy outside, but at least my truck sounds like this. This thing just stays loud all the time. That's the regular idle. It's out of cold start, just a nice Hemi V8 rumble. And holy crap, it is so cold. Oh my gosh. We're out running some errands. I've got to return that to a friend. My parents have a couple office chairs they don't need, so I'm going to pick those up and probably just put them in the back seat. Also, I love the multi-function center console here because they have these little things that hold your phone, a little tray right there. This slides forward and back. So much storage space and practicality in trucks. Whoops, my foot slipped. Whee! So 5 or 6 years ago, I actually owned a 2020 Ram 1500 Laramie with the Hemi e-torque. So essentially this powertrain, and this truck feels very, very familiar. The main ingredients are still essentially the same. 8-speed automatic, of course, 4-wheel drive. It's got plenty of towing capacity. It's this segment of truck. It is technically a newer iteration, right? But a lot of the stuff just still feels extremely familiar, especially now that we have the Hemi back. This one is a bighorn trim, which is a bit more of a mainstream option. Some of the more luxurious versions can get pretty pricey. My Laramie, I think, was around like $70,000, but you can go wild with the pricing. I'm pretty sure the Tungsten starts at like $90,000, which is a lot of money for a truck in this segment, but also they come with a lot of tech and luxury features. We'll fold the back seats up and up. It's a 60-40 split. Also, these are cloth seats. I can't think of the last time I was in a vehicle with cloth seats. Can you put 2 office chairs in the back of a Ram 1500? Yes. Now it seats 4. Oh, also, there is no keyless entry, so I gotta get used to that. Unlock. Wow. A sporty truck? This is not. Costco practicality test with the Ram box. We can open up these little storage boxes on either side of the bed. It's actually decent sized. These chicken wings will stay nicely refrigerated outside. I don't need to fill this all the way to the brim because we have another one on the other side. Oh, I think it's locked. I need to actually pull the key out. There we go. Security. Man, you can actually fit a lot of stuff in these Ram boxes. I like these. And always put your shopping cart back. Be a good citizen. Modern trucks have so many fun little innovations in the bed area. So if the Ram box is here, this is like a multi-function tailgate, right? So you can either have it come down like this conventionally, or over here, it opens sideways. That's magic. Look at that. So you can open it like this, like a 60-40 split, or the same hinges allow it to open like a conventional tailgate. That's actually really cool. quick exterior tour of this Ram 1500 Bighorn. This one's got lots of chrome details on it that have now been tastefully covered with some Michigan winter salt. But you have the chrome lettering, the Ram lettering in the grille, the chrome bumper, and then we have 20-inch chrome finished wheels. No air suspension on this one. That is an available option. You get the 1500 e-torque badge right there, and then the symbol of protest badge, which I think looks really, really cool. You have the Ram with the V8 right there. That is a cool little design detail. The Ram lettering there. No side steps on this one. You can get either the fixed side steps or the deployable running boards. Obviously, lots of space in the cabin for people and cargo or whatever you need. We've got the Ram boxes back here, and then dual chrome exhaust tips, a nice V8 rumble, and then the split multifunction tailgate. Pretty standard look here for the Ram 1500 Bighorn. And I'm getting back inside because it's cold. Welcome back from sunny, warm California to the frozen tundra.
Not a happy camper, that's
Not a happy camper, but we have a truck with a V8. Behind me?
Yeah.
For a 40-minute drive?
Well, it's not gonna be 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, we have to go to USPS. Yeah, it might not be as fast as the Hurricane, but it sure sounds heck of a lot better.
Hurricane? You mean Huracan?
No. Number one, I am proud that my wife knows what the Huracan is, which does mean hurricane, but hurricane refers to the twin-turbo inline 6. Do you remember that gray Ram, the big one of these, that like the off-road one, the RHO that we had? You sat in it when I was filming it. So that has a Hurricane high output inline 6. That was the engine, but Ram realized that everybody wants a V8 in these trucks. Like I had a Ram 1500 with this V8, 5.7 liter e-torque. Technically, yes, but it costs more as an option,
Really?
and it makes less power than a Hurricane. But it is the V8, and that's what people want, right? There are still people who want to buy the Hurricane. It's a much more modern engine, twin turbo inline 6, right? It makes really good torque and power, but it doesn't sound like this thing, So these right here are for holding your coins, your spare change. And now that we don't make pennies anymore, will they eventually just get rid of this one? I mean, there's still pennies in circulation, but this is a nifty little thing if you need your quarters sorted. They're not rolling around all over here. And then also, if you forgot your trig, right? Remember Sokotoa? There's math on the underside right here. Fun little Easter egg. How much do people actually use these? Actually, I mean, if you're like at a work site, you need to like do something, make a calculation, maybe. Like that's pretty legit. Cloth seats have a little bit of texture to them. It's like this hexagonal pattern. Actually reminds me of the Audi RS stitching, but it's just cloth. Right there, the gray contrast. Honestly, this feels extremely similar to my 2020 Ram 1500 Laramie. Like the layout, the everything, like the buttons, it's very, very familiar. It's more gradual evolution. I feel like maybe, this is speculation, in the truck marketplace, the buyers are more resistant to massive changes, and since it's such a big seller, right? Look at how many Rams and F-150s and Silverados get sold and how much money they make them. They gotta be really careful. You can't mess up that, right? You mess up launching your next generation Ram or your next generation F-150, that's gonna hurt your bottom line for quite a while. Like, look, there's just another Ram next to me, although he is not good at parking. Parking is hard.
I had to check that this was our car. I wasn't sure if you were in that one over there.
Is it because there's too many Rams and trucks out there, or because you don't know, because we're in a different car every single week?
Well, both.
Both. Welcome to the front seat of the Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Thank you.
This is the Ram 1500 Bighorn, and I'm big horny.
You're so lame. Okay, let's just go get a sweet treat, because he said I deserve a sweet treat. I actually almost got into that car.
That Ram? Really?
Yes.
It's a different color.
Is it? They're both gray.
Well, that's darker gray. We're silver. This is actually billet silver. That's also a Laramie.
Very cognizant when I was got into this car.
We also have different wheels. That one has fixed running boards. We don't have running boards.
They're both gray trucks to me. They're both gray Ram trucks to me, so I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, another Raptor R. So Ram is bringing back the TRX, and now it's gonna have 777 horsepower. So I'm very excited to see how that feels compared to the Raptor R. The horsepower wars are alive and well, although Chevy is not participating. They are just not having any of it, which they should. Imagine an LT4 or LT5 in the Silverado ZR2. That would be badass. I did not judge that properly. Here's the window sticker to this 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Base price is $52,000-ish. We have the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 deluxe cloth bucket seats with black/diesel gray interior colors. Exterior paint is billet silver metallic, $295. We've got the bed utility group, $945. Bighorn level 2 equipment group, $2875, almost $3,000, which does include a lot of different things like the heated seats, a bunch of other convenience, nice features. The tonneau cover is $550. The Hemi V8 here, e-torque, $2895, which does include the symbol of protest badge, 33-gallon fuel tank, and the GT exhaust, multifunction tailgate, ram box, trailer brake controller, plus destination. So as option, $64,970, almost $65,000 for this truck. Quick evening drive as we wrap up final thoughts on living with this Ram 1500 Hemi this week. Honestly, there's not a ton of massively different groundbreaking changes. It feels very familiar. It's just nice having the V8 back, but taking away the V8 was a bit of a mistake, which I believe they acknowledged. If you look at Ford and GM, they never got rid of the V8s for their trucks. They added other engine options, downsized boosted engines, but they always still offered the V8. So Ram is fixing that, putting the Hemi back in here. And you do get some nice little add-ons, right? You get the GT exhaust, which does make it sound pretty good. I've enjoyed the cold starts on this thing. And then also 33-gallon fuel tank and the symbol of protest badge, which is a fun little design element on the fender. It just looks really cool, the Ram and the V8 engine, just to let you know that, hey, this one has a V8. Again, the symbol of protest is kind of a funny terminology. Are we protesting poor fuel economy? What are we protesting? Anyways, it's fun to have the option again, but it feels very, very familiar. But it's also been cool to try out this Bighorn trim, because a lot of times when we get these demo press cars, they are like the top tier trim loaded with every single option box, and the price is sometimes a little bit alarming, right? You get a window sticker like, why is this thing $85,000? Oh my goodness. So this one here, $65,000 is still a lot of money, but it's a decently mid-level truck. We don't have leather covering everything. This one does not have the air suspension, doesn't have the upgraded sound system, just an Alpine sound system, but it's still been a nice truck. It's got tons of flexibility, practicality, versatility, all the ilities, right? And it's been nice having a V8 again. Also a 33-gallon fuel tank. I'm glad I am not filling it. Hello, Kroger truck. Stay in your lane, buddy. V8. Now, the Hurricane is a good engine. I really liked it in the RHO. It's the sound, right? It just doesn't have the sound and the passion. So when we went from TRX with the Hellcat V8 to the RHO with the Hurricane inline six, you're like, aww. But they fixed that too by bringing the TRX back. I cannot wait to drive the updated, returned, new TRX, right, with 777 horsepower, Hellcat, all the things. But the Hurricane inline six is a good engine, right? And like the RHO is a daily driver truck, like it's more than enough, and you can get the standard output like in one of these too. It's a option cost up from the base Pentastar V6, but so is this thing here. But it's the sound, the feeling, right? So it's really seeing how many people are willing to pay more, get worse fuel economy, I think, in most use cases, and a little less power, but they have the V8 sound. So I'm really curious to see when they start reporting the amount, the percentages of which engines people are going for, and do the V8s end up with a bigger share? I'm not sure, but there's definitely enough people that want the V8 for them to do this, and I am glad they offered it as an option again. But there it is, a 2026 Ram 1500 Hemi. You want the big rumbly V8, you can have it again. And yes, this thing, very familiar feeling compared to my Ram 1500 Laramie from the previous generation, but still a good option. I know truck buyers have a lot of loyalty, right? If you're an F-150 buyer, you love your Ford. If you're a Chevy buyer, you love your Silverado or your GMC. Ram buyers like the Rams. Oh my gosh, I made a post comparing, just no opinions, just pure factual comparisons of the specs and capabilities and things between the Raptor R and the Ram TRX, and the comments section went absolutely insane. Whee, rear-wheel drive. It was hilarious seeing everybody bickering in the comment section. So brand loyalty is a big thing with these trucks. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching.